Welcome back. We are in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 27 today. It says in verse 27, "He who has knowledge spares his words, and a man of understanding is of a calm spirit." So usually we get a contrast, but here we get two things that actually say the same thing. If you're smart, you're not going to talk a whole lot. The smart people just keep quiet and they listen and they think before they say something. Why is that so smart? Well, I always thought it was smart because the Bible said so. But when I got married, I realized why it was so smart. It's because when we talk before we start thinking about stuff, we say stupid stuff. We say stuff that's going to get us in trouble. We say stuff that we don't mean. You know, my wife will say something, and my first thought will be, well, I can argue that. I can counter that. I can say something else, but then I don't say it right away. And then the second thought I have is, if I said that, it wouldn't really help our conversation. She's really upset, and what she really needs me to do is listen to her. So I need to not say anything and listen, and that's really smart. It saved us a bunch of arguments. We don't have to fight if I'm a good listener. So if you spare the words, you're really smart. And then if you have a calm spirit as well, because I get riled up when my wife is riled up. When she's upset about something, it just turns it on. And it never happened to me before. Before, I would only get upset if my brothers were arguing or doing something, you know. And it's just the people that you love the most have the most effect on you. And so even though, you know, I would get upset because she's upset, I have to calm down and be in control of my body and my words and my expressions, and not escalate it. So I can think about it, and I can answer a nice quiet word of understanding. Show Ashley that she's loved, that she's respected, that I care about her emotions, and not just jump into the fight, because it's never a good thing. Verse 28 says, "Even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. When he shuts his lips, he is considered perceptive." So even if you're an idiot, even if you're not wise, all you have to do to look like you're wise is not say anything. Just zip it. And people will think you're the smartest person in the world. So just don't say anything and hold your peace. And even though you have no idea what's going on, and you're really upset, that if you can control that, people will think, oh, he's really wise, he's really under control, and they'll think, oh, he's thinking about something. And maybe all you're thinking about is, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. But that's enough. That's a wise thing to do. And therefore, like, if you're a fool, you're not going to do it really because you're a fool. But if you want to be wise, keep your mouth shut. There's this saying that says, you know, it's better to be quiet and let them think you're a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. So that's the good stuff. Let's get into chapter 18. Chapter 18 verse 1 says, "A man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. He rages against all wise judgment." It is not God's will that we isolate. And I know in this time with COVID and everything that we're all self-isolating to try and slow the virus and slow the curve or whatever it is. But God doesn't really want us to be individually isolated. So hopefully you're quarantining, you're being safe with family. Maybe have a few friends that you guys are safe together with. But the truth is, when you're by yourself, you really are you become selfish is what it is. When you're by yourself, you start doing things just to please you because there's nobody else around to please. And then that kind of gets you in the habit of thinking of yourself first. And then you don't really do anything good for other people, which goes against the reason God has you still on this earth. Verse 2 says, "A fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart." The people who just want to tell you what's on their minds but never want to listen, they're fools. And if you never want to listen to what somebody else has to say and just tell them what you think, you're a fool. So don't be a fool. Listen, be slow to speak and quick to listen. God bless you and have a good day. We'll talk to you next time.